Ladies and gentlemen, as DNA, we want to engage ourselves with other parties that have the same aspirations like we do. At this point, allow me to invite our party leader, who will then usher in our chief guest for today. Please put your hands together as we welcome Honorable Godfrey Kanoti, our party leader. Mpigeni makofi tafadhali.
Thank you. DNA, your voice, your power. DNA, your voice, that actually means you have to speak out. My sister Naomi CD, Mheshimiwa Godfrey Kanoti, the party leader of DNA, Brother Ruben Kigame is here. I hope you sing for you that unless the Lord undertakes this journey with you, hamwezi kwenda mbali. Kama wendi nasi. I really love that, Ruben, that composition. And other leaders who are here and others coming. I see Omingo Magara, brother. Thank you, Omingo. I need to introduce members of Wiper Democratic Movement. Tafadhalini kujeni tu tupigwe picha. Wale ambao wamekuja hapa. You might find we are a small team, but really standing in solidarity with you. Kujeni tupigwe picha. I think Barack Muluka is both. Okay. Yeah, kujeni tu tupigwe hiyo picha. Pigwe hiyo picha, Mheshimiwa Odhis. Kujeni tu kwa picha. I think we stand here. It may be better. Because here na mtaonekana. Wacha mtaonekana wengine wambamba kama senator. Senator is here. Very quickly, I think we are all here. Why don't we give them a Wiper salute? Wiper! Wiper! Thank you. We say all the way. Wakati mwingine tunasema kazi, kazi bila wizi. Bila wizi. Because wengine nasema kazi ni kazi. Tunasema sisi kazi bila wizi. And we mean business. I can see Wakili Njiro is here. I think these names are easily recognizable. Asanteni sana. Thank you. Let me just say a few words on your behalf. Because we have ranking members like Mheshimiwa Mawadhe, member for Embakasi South. We have in our midst also, where is Eunice Lumalas? I think I want her to stay behind for a minute. This lady is a secretary within Wiper Democratic Movement. In charge, she's a secretary for coalition affairs. So if you guys are interested, you have to engage this lady, or she engage you. Tumpigie makofi. In our own right, a renowned lawyer in this country. Thank you so much, Eunice. Thank you. Mimi naona hii delegates conference yenu, unisamehe, ni kama imepoa kidogo. When you say, mpatie fulani a standing ovation, Mama Sudi, Naomi Sudi started, you Umoja Summit Party. So, but this is a very important occasion. And I like the fact you moved from delegates conference to delegates convention. A convention in a building like this would ideally take 2, 3, 4 days, a week, so that you look at all the aspects of your new political outfit. Allow me on behalf of Wiper Democratic Movement to congratulate DNA. What a name. What a name. And to welcome you to join at an appropriate time the next winning winning coalition. We call ourselves the People's Loyal Coalition. And I don't need to belabor the point that in 2022, we had two main political formations. The Kenya Kwanza, which at that time actually nicknamed Kenya Kwisha. I've since withdrawn those words because the country haitaisha. Wao ndio ataisha kama muungano wa chama. And then we had Azimio la Umoja. And today, the reality of our political organization is as clear as daylight. My brother Eugene Wamala is on the way coming. He's a party leader of DAP. In fact, we had asked that he officially represents us at this function. But he will tell you. The other day, we had our sister Mother Karua rebrand our party, which was NAC, Kenya, to now People's Liberation Party. She also sends her greetings. Wanapokea hizo greetings zake. And our brother, the second deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua, also sends his blessings. His greetings and blessings. And as I said, Eugene is on the way coming. Whatever was Azimio la Umoja One Kenya, and this is a very unfortunate statement, but it is the reality. When our friends in ODM openly signed agreement with Kenya Kwanza outside Kenyatta Conference Center, in my view, that marked the end of Azimio. So we have to be realistic. We have to be realistic because Wiper Democratic Movement cannot remain alone in Azimio. So this is a statement of fact. However, we live in this country. We have developed personal relationships and respect for each other. Nobody will ever hear me attacking Raila Amolo Odinga because that is not my DNA. That's not my DNA. Nobody will hear me attacking him. So, because of the history, the long history, but we will respect each other's choices. An American ambassador famously said, his name was Johnny Carson, choices have consequences. You as DNA, you have definitely taken a position and you must therefore live in accordance with those choices. But always guided by our number one reference document, Constitution 2010, which among other things, clearly says Kenya shall be and remain a multi-party democracy. While Kenya Kwanza on the one hand are busy trying to wind everybody to one political outfit, the new alliance, the People's Coalition we are talking about, is going to have to welcome as many of our political organizations as are available so that we develop that space. But I want to propose that we'll be guided at the appropriate time by the example of NAC. The 2002 moment is here with us now. This is when we got Kibaki elected unanimously as the third president of the Republic of Kenya. That moment has to be relived, and we will be discussing the details, and I'm sure we'll be getting them. So that we, for example, have DNA, Wiper, DAP, KANU, and other parties, PLP, competing at every level. But at the end of the day, whoever emerges the winner will carry the coalition flag. That's what we did. That is what we did. So that we encourage that competition, but at the end of the day, come up with the example of NAC. NAC, which gave this country one of the most democratic leaders, the third president of the Republic of Kenya. So my brother Godfrey Kanoti and your team, Nyambane, my brother, whom I mentored, I continue to mentor, and others, just be very clear We have a country to redeem. This is a liberation movement. The organizing secretary spoke very eloquently. Our Masai girl there, so eloquently. Raundi hii ni kukomboa Kenya. This is not a normal situation. We are not living a normal situation. What with a whole president who is supposed to be sitting in State House and working, takes state money from state coffers to go and bribe people everywhere. And they believe, for example, because I'm from the mountain, we've asked our people, go out, show respect, get maximum. Give even them the indication that they control the mountain, which they don't, I can tell you. And when we move out there, there will be no William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza in the mountain and in a lot of places in this country. I'm told the Western region is boiling. In fact, Western region is boiling. Western, hoye! Are you boiling? For change, for redemption, for liberation. Kenya will never be led by thieves anymore. Haitawezekana. Are you ready? This is the moment. Grab the moment and act. Your voice, your power. Your voice, your power. If you keep quiet, then even that DNA slogan, you will not live it. So we're here to tell you, welcome on board. I know Barack Muluka, an amazing mind. You write and continue writing, our brother. And you are one of our very serious national leaders at any level. And therefore, be encouraged. In fact, Kenyans don't want us to be sitting in these beautiful, beautiful lounges. They want action to liberate themselves. We are almost approaching 1 year since the 2024 massacre of young Kenyans, whose only crime was carrying a bottle of water, a national flag, and being very patriotic. We have heard that when they signed the MOU, one of the important things they say they will do is to compensate the families. Kenyans are still crying the blood of Rex Masai. I've just seen that in that presentation. The blood of Rex Masai is calling and crying from the ground for justice. For justice. So mimi, nawatakieni kila la heri. But I think I'm not calling you to action. Calling you to action. We will work with the Gen Zs. And I want to thank you because you have taken it upon yourselves to give them space. Young Kenyans must get their space. Not yesterday, now. So when the time comes, and before that time comes, please take out your national identity cards as a matter of priority. And nobody should deny you. You remember when we made the noise about nobody made application to be born in Kenya? William Ruto reversed that thing. He's the one who had told his peers, immigration, lipiza watoto 1,000 shillings, 300 shillings. We're even saying every Kenyan who paid 300 shillings to get their national ID must get their refund. Because that is your right. That is your right. So akasema hiyo tumeondoa. So my friends, this is a critical time in the history of our country. And we must rise to the occasion. Economic liberation. Countries around the world are thinking, first of all, about themselves. The 6 million plus Kenyans who have gone through university and they have no hope of getting any employment. And yet, companies are leaving Kenya for establishment in Tanzania, in Uganda, and other places. And therefore exporting our jobs to the neighboring countries. And you pretend you can go carrying money bags, go bribe citizens who come out singing for you, and there's no job, there's no food at the table. This is revolution time. Hii safari hii ni kujikomboa. Wangapi wako tayari kukomboa Kenya? And as you do so, we will rely on serious commitment. Let there be nobody used of the system to undermine the democratic aspirations of the Kenyan people. My friends, I could talk on and on. I hope you can allow me to go and talk to the Nairobi River people. They were initially given the Nairobi River Commission, and nobody wants pollution anywhere. Environment is the in thing. But you can't go on displacing Kenyans. And then you say you've been putting affordable housing. I wanted to hear your economic principle on this, Mheshimiwa Kanot, when you come. Our executive order number 1, we say, will be to do away with housing levy completely. Because that is what any Kenyan with a pay slip today, you get a very thin pay slip. And that is the money you are paying so that William Ruto and his group can go all over the place bribing Kenyans. What kind of nation are we? Whose head of state is number 1, or is he number 2, leader in official corruption all over the world. And you, DNA, are sitting here. Your voice, your power. Your voice, we shall be looking forward to hearing your voice. God bless you. Amen.
Thank you, Your Excellency.